I, 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 I am still trying to wrap my head around everything, but somehow we fought Havis Corvair, and we won. And I'm sure we are destined to fight him again, as he clearly was bound to another plane. He disappeared, and, well, I find it funny to think that he will arrived home bare-assed. But now we have to worry about Grumsh, and I have to worry about repairing my relationship with Ionus. I know he cooperated in the moment, but I don't know that he trusts me. And I think I know why. But even that is... I'm not even sure I trust myself. Time for Dungeon Dads.
He will rise, he will fall. I see him on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care, just along for the ride. But everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. As always, you are listening to Dungeon Dads, Every War Must End, and I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock. I'm joined, as ever, by Sam Frank playing Schnobik the Bastard. What's up, Sam?
I'm so glad to be back in action, baby.
Oh, man, me too. Me too. Tim Carr playing Filnyr and What's up, Tim?
You know, the perspectives have broadened. There are new powers at play, as we are all leveled up, baby.
We are. Oh, man, you made some hot choices in the
Yeah.
in the
If you
level
haven't
up.
heard it yet, go get that bonus. Go to the
Yeah.
Patreon, get the bonus, listen up, and then come right back here.
I mean, you're gonna surprise people who haven't listened. They're gonna be real surprised, but when you trot out some of this stuff, it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
And John Watson playing Ionus Silhavine. What's up, John?
I gotta put some tape on my brain. gotta wrap it up, put it back together.
That's me every
Every
Monday
Monday
morning, man. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, excellent work last episode, fellas. I just re-listened to it again right before we started playing, and oh my goodness, great acting, super good action. As always, lots of weird extended decision making that just made for a really interesting listen and really funny. I'm in awe. But you made it
I was
back.
I was thinking, like, is that really compelling listening for everybody? And then I was like, well, if it wasn't, they would not have made it to
There's
episode
no
90.
way. There's no way.
91.
Anyone who wasn't like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, like, is he going to cast fly? Is he not? I don't know. Let's wait 15 minutes and find out. And it was really good.
Well, hopefully we've trimmed it down for the listeners at this point. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, well, I don't know.
we
We'll
listen to
see.
the unedited cut.
The
what we play
uncut
usually.
version. Yeah. Before the moil.
Oof.
So, oh, sorry. Yeah, gross. Or not gross. It's a wonderful, miraculous thing. It's the eye, right? That's the whole thing. The traditional. It's the eye that can
moving
see.
on.
What did Tom used to say about we've
Snip.
drifted from the
Get it?
subject.
Happily drifted from the subject. Yeah. Well, guys, you have teleported out. You're all alive, including Jesus of Waterdeep. Ionus has made you all spiritual horses, and he didn't describe them this time, but I'm remembering back into the 40s when he first described the unicorn spirit horses that he made with the long, glowing mane, and I'm imagining that's what you're all riding now. And you have a really big decision as far as I'm concerned. You could head west and go to Lakenhearth, where the majority of the Freebreen army are now, along with Florn and the Godstone. Or you could go to the north and east and head to Lakeshire, where at least when you left, that's where Elspeth and Griggly were. That's where, maybe not as many friends, but certainly people who were in the know a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
There are no signs from where you are of whether or not the Adaran army has left, or not. That was something they said they were going to do when you last left. It's only been a few days since you've been gone. So it's not like, anyone could be very far away if they're on foot. So let me know what you're thinking about.
I mean, I think we need a rest. I would think we would stay in Lakeshire for a night, but
Or Lakenhearth. I would.
yeah, I guess 12 miles on horse is
It's
not
that
that
bad.
far, but it's still.
Well, I would.
Yeah.
I would wonder if we would want to go back and check on the Godstone with Felipe and the other girl, the gnome.
Well, as we discussed briefly on our bonus episode, for those who listen to it, I think our priority has to be taking this fight to Havis.
Right.
So that he can't just keep popping up in our plane, causing trouble, getting killed. I'm doing air quotes here, killed, and being banished back to his own plane.
Right.
So the question is, what is the best way to do that? Now we know how to get in there from it was in the Gilbrain, right?
Gilbrain
Where
Wilds,
we had
yeah.
the
In the
teleporter.
Gilbrain Wilds, yep.
Yep.
But I feel like maybe we need to talk to Griggly first. Griggly, not Elspeth.
I think you're right. I don't remember the rules of, being bound to another plane and then dying if you come back like at 100% long rested, or if you come
Mhm.
back like you have 1 HP and then you have to recoup, right? Like there's,
Yeah, that's never happened to us, so I don't think we know. Yeah.
We're gonna have to rest
Yeah.
ourselves. So
Yeah.
we've got to at least give him that amount of time. But if Griggly and Elspeth, they were in Lakeshire last we knew, right? Not that they can't go anywhere, anywhen,
Right.
anytime.
Right.
Well, then, yeah, we
Well,
lost.
and you
But
know
I-
that Griggly was the warden, so Griggly could answer a lot of these questions for you.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe Ionus do a sending.
Well,
Hold on. Here. Ionus, as much as it pains me to say this, I believe we need to speak with Griggly urgently. Can you message him and arrange a rendezvous?
now, Tom, wasn't there something? I know I can write on something to talk to Florin, but wasn't there something I wrote on to talk to Griggly? Well, I remember I was
You
going
do not have anything.
I remember I was going to use the map. He gave me his coordinates straight to him.
Yep. You do have his coordinates to go straight to him.
But then he told me I was going to use it.
That's using the contrails. Right?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
he told me not to. He was able to communicate with me not to use that because he could just open it or something. Like he talked to me in some weird way. I just can't remember how he did that. Maybe he just did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I think
he
if
was-
you can talk to him, he can figure out how to talk to us.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question is, gentlemen, I could take us straight to him now and get to a place where time will not pass very quickly. And then we could stay there and rest and talk to him.
I would advise we do a sending first. We do not know what dangers may be in store for us. Clearly, things are not as they seemed.
All right. I will cast the sending spell. Griggly.
I was like, is he going to have to use a 7th level spell slot for
Nah,
this or something?
nah.
He really seems to not want to do it.
I do not have many spell slots, and we're not anywhere except in a cave. So I'm just, I'd like to be able to have something while we're traveling. Anyway, Griggly, this is Ionus Silhavind. We need to speak to you. Can we come to you?
Have you killed? Oh, wait, hold up. Have you killed the alchemists? Oh, shit. Does that end
it. That's
for,
it. That's
for
it.
you? Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't trying to fuck you over.
No. It's all good. Let me look at my inventory here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No, listen.
I cast a fourth
I
level
didn't mean to
spell
do that
slot,
to you.
and now I've got nothing.
No, I didn't mean to do that to you. He'll give you more. He'll give you more.
Wait, now Griggly can reach out to us from his end, though, right?
Yeah. So he's waiting. He's waiting around, and so you're still in the woods, right? Outside the cave.
Mm-hmm.
All of you give me a perception check. It's DC 15 on this one, unfortunately.
Might as well not.
19, baby.
All right. So you can stop rolling now. One of you seeing it is enough. So Schnobik, as soon as Ionus, he sends to Griggly, and then you just kind of turn your head and you see on the side of a tree there's a green door that has appeared.
Gentlemen, what is behind the green door?
Oh, does this look like the he's done this to us before? Does this look very familiar?
Like,
It's
was
the
that a
same
reference
door.
just for
Yeah.
Tom?
That was
And
great.
me. I got
love
it.
Oh, Tim.
Oops, John didn't catch that one. Whoop! Right over my head.
Check the show
I'll
notes,
check 'em,
John.
I'll check them hard.
Yeah, you will.
Ionis goes to the green door.
Oh, come on, guys. Okay. All right. You're gonna open it?
Yeah, and I'm gonna open it and take my spectral horse through. Because damn it, I cast a spell. I'm going to use it.
You can't get through. You can't get through. As soon as you open the door, Griggly comes out wringing his hands, and he looks like he's looks like he's recently been wet. And you see that behind him is a waterfall, and he says, "Yes, come, let me come out of here. Let me. Okay, gentlemen, are the alchemists
Griggly?
dead?"
Were you in our rings?
I could go there if I would like to. I did not go there, but I can be there if I want.
I suppose it is not the only place with a waterfall. As to your question, the alchemists, yes,
They are
they
all
have been
dead.
dealt with.
And you have collected the control rods, yes?
Yes,
talk-
they have been fused into sort of a crude rod man.
And what of their amulets? Have you found and destroyed their amulets?
I've not destroyed the amulets.
Well, we must do that. I shall call on Helspeth.
But no.
No,
Wait.
wait.
What is it?
We have questions for you before we call Helspeth.
Well, ask them.
Yes, go on. Ask him.
Do you trust her?
Do I trust who? My wife?
The very same.
Absolutely not. I have been with her too many years to trust her.
So do you suppose that we should trust her?
Why do you ask me in such a way? What has transpired for you, half-elf?
We have encountered varying perspectives on what would happen in certain situations that did not agree with Helspeth's story.
You talk in riddles. Tell me plain.
Well, as you would guess, your children had differing viewpoints on Helspeth. Thought they were out to get her, to get Havis to her. We met Havis. He is
You lie.
safely in his plane from whence he came when he met us.
Was he white-haired? Or was he some other state?
Tentacled?
Some other state seems more appropriate.
And did he come to the defense of the alchemists? Were they able to
No.
call him?
No. It was not them that were able to call him. Griggly, are you an illithid?
Why on earth would you ask me such a question, half-elf?
I don't know.
Are you an
We've
illithid?
encountered. Not that I'm aware of.
Well, then I shall answer the question the same, not that I am aware of.
Funny. Very well. Is Elspeth an illithid?
She is not. There are
You
but
are
two
certain?
illithids in this realm that I know of. Now that you have killed the illithid of the mine.
Hmm.
The mountain and the lake. That is it.
And no other illithids were ever brought into the Gilbrain?
None.
And you're certain? They are clever.
Brought? No, you clearly know
Born
something
here?
I do not, half-elf. Perhaps you could share information with me and I could tell you what I know. I
want to roll an insight check and see if he's fucking with me.
Okay. All right.
I'm not good at this. 17.
Ooh,
Nice.
let me roll something here.
And if you say he's telling his truth, so God damn it.
He is definitely lying to you. It's hard to tell what he's lying about, but he is uncomfortable by the line of questioning about illithids that you are asking him now. For sure.
Okay, hold on. Griggly, I understand that many people were brought here and your relationship with Elspeth complicates things, but much has changed in this world since we have started our conversations, and it is harmful if you do not tell us the truth. You must tell us more about the illithids that have been brought here and what you might know. It dramatically changes the situation.
The illithids, I do not think the illithids are the issue. To be perfectly honest with you, I think the issue is that Havis Corvair aims to destroy the people who are here because he does not believe that they are people. He believes that they are something, some imaginary thing that has sprouted up out of the hair and tentacles of the two illithids that are here. So that's how they are related. That is not the point. We must defeat Havis Corvair. That is the issue.
Why?
Why? I thought you were with me on this.
I am. I just want to hear you say it again.
You are real. You, vampire, are real. You, human, you are real. This vampire version of the once great Jesus of Waterdeep, he is also real. We must defend the people who have made their home here, regardless of what the origins of this plane are. I thought we were all in agreement about this.
Again, I am on your side. I'm just trying to fit some pieces of the puzzle back into place that don't seem to quite work.
You seem to be asking me something. You're trying to go around the subject. Treat me as though I am dumb,
Griggly,
and I will answer straight.
Havis is an illithid. He's working with Grumsh. The information that we were given was incorrect.
Havis can't be.
He is.
We saw it.
But he was born of Elspeth.
And now you understand my questions, Griggly.
But he's mine.
Is he?
And hers.
Elspeth seems to have betrayed us.
Tell me how. How did she betray you? She destroyed my books. So that's a betrayal of me, not of you. She tuned all of your charneled items.
Did she?
To give you an edge.
She said she tuned the area where Havis was. But she said she knew not where that was. But that is not true. She didn't tune Robert Hawk, which she told us specifically, and yet Robert Hawk was where he was.
Wait. Havis was in the Hark.
Indeed.
And presumably still is. He is bound to it, much as we are bound to this plane.
Oh, dear God.
Out with it, Griggly. Oh, dear God, what?
But it can't be. Elspeth and I conceived Havis in the center of the earth. He was the first we could not conceive before. And that was what she asked Ehi for. And Ehi is Illithid, but Ehi is a female, but could she have given some kind of illithless seed to Heli? Is Havis the son of Elspeth and Ehi?
Was Havis kept from you as a baby?
He was. She left soon after he was born.
With him, I presume.
Yes, with him.
Did you see him after he was born?
I saw him many times as a child. He was born just before the Moonbrook War. He is young. He is not more than 350, 400 years at most. His brothers and sisters came soon after from our meetings in the hut. I don't understand.
You do not understand. Assume it to be true for a moment. How does this change Havis's presumed goals and allies? Would Havis be working on behalf of Ehi
Well,
to further some illithid goal?
I suppose, but he need not be working for Ehi to do the things that he wants to do. His motivation it does not matter here. It is what he can do. That this does make sense to me, but it doesn't make sense how she would have lied to me for so long. Why?
Well, that is the part that makes the most sense to me.
I have no judgment about the illithids. They are just powerful and brainy.
What would you have done had you known Havis Corvair was illithid spawn?
And he sort of like thinks for a bit. And you can see that he sort
Wait,
of...
before you answer, what would Helspeth fear you would do had you known Havis Corvair was illithid spawn?
Yes. Yes. She would think that I would destroy it the way she destroys my books. We had one mission to contain the greater illithids, and things were complicated by the demons which had already occupied this realm, which I know you know. The illithids have a way of leaving if they want. And the beauty of what I had done, and I thought what she had done, was that we convinced them this was a better life for them. But this is the only life Havis has ever known. If he is as you say, and if he is indeed trying to ascend, I suppose, his goal is not to cleanse this land for the elves to return. His goal must be to kill everyone.
He did mention, well, floods were mentioned, I should say, but not necessarily of water. As you know, the crowning of a new Robert Hark brings upon the land a flood of a different variety.
Well, He must not understand what the Robert Hark is if he thinks he can use the ritual that will bring his army here to kill. It only transfers all of those lives to the other realm. Those who are killed in the ritual are reborn immediately.
Inside the Robert Hark?
That's why there are so many elves there. He must not understand how ascension works.
I would not gamble on that. I'm concerned that you do not understand.
Is it possible that Elspeth and Havis have been plotting something else without your knowledge?
Anything is possible. Have they reached out to you, half-elf?
Havis. Elspeth, no. Though Havis did. He paused in the middle of a battle when he saw me.
Well, I should think he would.
What makes you say that?
Come with me. And he puts his hand on another tree, and a new green door is there. And he opens it, and he walks inside a very dark area, and he clicks his fingers, and torches light up around the perimeter of a room, and you recognize the room. This room is the antechamber of the mine, where you found all of the expended lead rods that had the illithid writing on it.
I will follow.
I will look at all the horses I just made and just shake my head. Walking.
Send them to pasture, Ionus.
They won't be here
No.
when we get back.
No. Bring your spirit animals. The ride is long. You will not want to walk. You look tired already.
Well, all right then. I ushered them in.
Can any of you dispel this rock that's behind me?
Anyone happen to pick up Dispel Magic at their level up?
But we haven't had a rest yet.
We haven't had a rest, and I am tapped out. It's all gone. I did a sending spell, and now it's all gone.
All right. Well, he says, obviously magic would be more elegant, but if you feel around this rock wall, you will find that it is not as it appears.
I almost. Never mind.
All right. You guys gonna feel around the rock wall?
Sure.
I'm going to
Sure.
feel all around it.
All right. So this is the room outside. This is where the sacrifices were being done here. Yeah, it's not the wall that has the gate that's locked. It's the south wall from here.
Okay.
The gate is on the east wall. So you feel around. Schnobik, you're the first one who feels what, like when you first put your hands on this, that the illusion is real to the touch. And when you start to slide your hands around it a little bit, you find little places that you can slip through, and you can see your hand disappear into this area. And then those areas become larger and larger as you begin to disbelieve this illusion. And you're faced with a hallway that goes in about 30 feet, and because you can see so well in the dark, and Filnyr, you can see this as well.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of this hallway, I mean, it's short. I mean, 15, 20, 30 feet long. You see a door that is 15 feet high and about 8 feet across. And there's a symbol drawn on the door that looks like a circle. It looks like a sun, actually. It's a circle with triangles all like popping off of it. And in the very center of that door, there is a hole which looks exactly like that symbol. And it looks like it goes deep. And Griggly walks in behind you and says, This is inside of you, half-elf.
This mine? This door?
It's complicated. He who wields the Robert Hark can come here and go inside of you. You have a small charneled rock.
Everybody's faces are like this weird
Yeah.
grimace right now. Like,
Yeah.
huh?
You have a small charneled
Just
rock.
when I was in danger of understanding what's going on.
Yeah. You have a small charneled rock inside your brain.
I have a rock in my brain.
Think of it like you have fought sloths, yes?
Yes.
Well, think of it like the sloths. There's a reason why when you hold the wand from the tree of Ehi that you can see into the other planes of existence all around us. You are escaping inside of there is no word for it in Elvish or in Common. Vantunan is the closest thing to it, which is an Illithid transliteration. Your Vantunan is your soul. It's just solid and it takes up actual place inside of you, whereas ours do not have such a thing.
Why would mine be any different from Ionus's or yours?
Well, that is the question that needs answering, I suppose. This is going to come as quite a shock to you.
Hit me with another one.
You are not just a half-elf. You are a half-elf that holds the center of this realm inside of you. You are yourself, but this pebble sustains your life, allows you to live for a very long time. It is something. I told you that there were demons here before we arrived.
You did. You did. We have seen evidence of it.
There is ways for you to see what this realm was even before we arrived. And that is because Elspeth and I put the controlling stone of this realm inside your brain. You are, in a way, a charnel blade yourself. Except through some miracle of will, you ascended your own stone. We thought it would kill you when we put this inside of you, and we thought that we could sustain you by putting in the soul of another creature who would help us fight the demons. And God's help you defeated the demons inside your own brain.
Sounds like I spent many hours on a couch. Or was it
More than that, I would say.
more violent than that? Years, perhaps.
Time runs slow in your charneled brain. Time runs like it does in the hut. I tried to copy what you somehow did when I created the hut. I was not up to the task. But we have been able to keep things in check here. Keep the demons at bay. And trap Ehi and Donatus in their current forms by harnessing the considerable power behind this door.
In my brain.
Well, it's not how planes work, you understand. The plane is within the stone, and the stone is within your brain.
But then how do I exist outside of it? And within it? God,
Are
I
you
thought
telling me
Ionus's
that we
memories were
are
bad
in
enough.
here, and I tap on Filnyr's head really hard, which is also in there, and I point down to the door, and also somehow everywhere.
And he points to the Schnobik, and he says, "This one gets it."
Old as ancient skies, I've had these wandering eyes. But Filnyr, it took me by surprise to find me inside of you.
Schnobik, I thought you were the sane one of the bunch. Ionus is...
When confronted with an insane world, sometimes this is the only sane response.
As crazy as this all is.
How does this help
Well,
us?
I have a question, Griggly. You said there's a stone
Yes.
in Filnyr's brain, which we're standing in. It's not
Yes.
the craziest thing I've seen today.
No.
I distinctly remember that a poor, unfortunate boy was supposed to have a stone put in his brain, and Havis wanted to get in there.
Yes.
What is he planning? What is
Why?
that? Why?
All the news about Havis is new to me. My only guess is that
Remind we do need to get Cutch and Sweet Lion out of that demiplane.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps not right now, but soon.
Oh, is he? Oh, he might be dead. Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. No. That's that Family Guy.
it might be that he believes that Havis believes he can do what Elspeth and I did with you, and that he is powerful enough to overcome whatever defenses a child like Sweet Lion might have. If Elspeth has told Havis everything she knows about tuning and about the stones,
which we must assume she has. Yes.
then he will be searching for a way to control the Robert Hark, to occupy the head of a king, and perhaps he believes he could ascend without destroying everything here. Perhaps that is his plan. The problem with you, Filnyr, is that you could leave this plane anytime you choose. We just have no idea if the plane would cease to exist if you left.
But haven't I left?
Well,
if I've
for
been
a
into
bit,
the Robert
yes.
Hark, or if I've been
For
to
a
hut.
bit, yes. But if you... I mean, these things might take 100 years. 1,000.
What do you think? People would just fade? Just disappear over time?
I think that concepts such as gravity and light might stop working.
Griggly, how do you know the world behind you exists when you aren't looking at it?
Well, now you sound like Elspeth.
Well, I suppose I could sound like whatever the fuck I want since the world is in my brain.
Fair.
What would it mean to Havis Corvair to ascend? Whether by claiming the Robert Hark or wreaking havoc in this realm.
I just imagine he would show up as a pimple on my face and I would squish him out.
Ionus Filnyr may not be dealing with this as well as we might hope.
None of us are.
I think without asking him directly, I could only guess, but my guess is that he too feels trapped here as though this is a prison. and somehow going back to the plane of Faerun, where Ehi and Donatus were last captured, that somehow would be a success. Perhaps Elspeth has filled him with the names of those who hired us and sent us in here. Perhaps it's just revenge. Perhaps it's something even baser than that. Perhaps it's just Wanderlust.
Quigley, what is your relationship to Filnyr?
Yes.
Well,
Should I call you uncle?
no, I'm embarrassed to say it.
Oh, you prefer aunt.
We are not related. You were, as you are now, a half elf. You were our cook.
You put a realm in the brain of your cook.
We thought you were weak.
It was an experiment, so it meant to go wrong.
Well, it went wrong in the sense that we thought you were weak and that we might be able to occupy you from Faerun, from the hut, to keep track of things. Our goal, our thought were that we would come in and just with our minds keep track of things here.
Keep track of what things? I'm meant to be your mobile tent. I walk around, you pop in, you pop out. I don't understand, Griggly. This doesn't make sense.
Yes. Exactly what Bezleth wants of a clay golem.
She wants a body.
She wanted a body. And how wonderful if we could. You have no idea how taxing it is on the body, the spirit, the mind, going back and forth between planes over and over again. I was
So then
tired.
don't do it.
Filnyr. That was the plan, so that Elspeth and I could port in to your consciousness, take control, keep the illithids and the criminals in check, and then head back home without having to do anything other than, as you said, leave your chair.
And
That was the
Griggly,
goal.
If the stone in my head is as simple as that of a slot, where are the means of control?
Would you like to go inside and see?
I suppose I would.
Well, here's what you need to do. You need to go back to Hark City. You need to steal the Robin Hark. It will not be easy.
Uh-huh. Okay, go on.
It is guarded
Let's hear the whole plan this time.
It is guarded by a whole legion of powerful fighters.
Well, worry
They
not,
see
Griggly. I
in
will
the
just tell
dark.
them that if they kill me, the world ends. They will not kill me. Well, keep going.
They
Let's
will
assume
not
we have the
believe
Robin
this
Hark.
tale. They will not believe this tale.
Well, if they don't, then they die, and suppose that's the end of everything, isn't it?
Well, you come back here. I can
Okay.
tell you that the humans who built Hark City knew that Elspeth and I were trying to do what we were trying to do, and they have put up a lot of defenses for those like us. Travelers, wardens.
So we return here with the Robin Hark. I'm tired of apologize. We've had a lot of half-baked plans with 2 steps when there were 8. I'd like to hear all of them.
You put the Robert Hark into that hole there. You will feel it click into place, and you pull it down like a lever. And when you pull it down, so too will that door go down. Be sure and pull the Robert Hark out of that hole before the door goes down. It will snap off the haft, and you will not be able to use it again.
And is that
And
bad?
then you will be inside the control room, so to speak. There will be, as this mine has, there will be places to insert your hands. They will feel like fur. And then you will be able to see everything. And you will be able to control the body of Filnyr and
I can already control the body of Filnyr and Ionus, Griggly.
Do
Are you
suppose
worried that
there's
you will
another
see
you?
something in there? Are you worried you will see something in there controlling the body of Filnyr and
Malkovich.
Because I would be
Malkovich.
worried about
Malkovich, Malkovich. Malkovich, Malkovich.
that.
Do you think I should let that control me? That would be fun, wouldn't it? What happens if the Robert Hark's haft snaps off the door? Can it be closed again? Can it be retrieved?
It will close and it will open on its own schedule when it needs people inside of it.
And is there
That's
anyone
all
in
I
there
can
now?
tell you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm speaking in riddles. I don't know what will happen.
Who is inside there now, Griggly?
I have no idea. I assume no one. I would be
So I
worried
am
if
in
it was
control
my
of
brain.
myself for now.
This is how it has seemed to us. Occasionally, there have been interlopers who have made their way inside and have been able to spring out from you.
Ah, yes. Yes. My passenger.
Yes.
Paraso. Competent.
I do not think he is in there now, but I do
should hope
not know.
He is in another piece of ore. Or do those all exist with those must all exist within my brain as well? Oh, it is a microcosm of curiosities within a macrocosm of curiosities. I feel like I'm in a hall of mirrors.
I am sorry for the part that I played in this. I must tell you that Elspeth and I, though we thought we were expert. We were just children playing with things we did not understand.
And might I ask, Wrigley, who put you up to this?
It was my wife, Elspeth.
On her own behalf? Or
She was already an advanced tuner of magic items. She's the one who figured out how to make things very powerful. And with that knowledge, I think she just let things get out of hand.
so it was her idea? Not something she was employed to do?
Half elf, I don't know.
Did you tell anyone else that my brain can be accessed here? Who else knows, Griggly? Who else can get inside my head? It is my head.
The Illithid that you killed, who was living here in this mine, was once, well, he was doing our bidding. He was here to protect the cave and this very door. He did not know who was who, but he had strict orders to kill, decapitate, and charnel any creatures that made their way inside here, whether they be demon or human, elf, vampire. And so he did.
The gods, Abel died for this.
I hope you paid him handsomely before he met his end at our hands.
Yes.
Who else do you have protecting things, Griggly? Tell me.
Nimrod knows.
Nimrod, okay.
He doesn't know what this door is. He doesn't know where the door is. He doesn't know that you are the one that needs protecting, but he knows that there is a charneled creature here that holds within him the entire world, and he knows that this world was created by Donatus and Ehi. Not created is not the right word. Enhanced. Made into a place.
Well, if you said there were demons here, you've certainly shaped it since then.
Yes.
Gentlemen, should we step inside?
After you.
Ionus, are you up for some more madness? Or
It's all madness, Filnyr.
should we sleep first?
It's all madness.
I understand. Very well. This is a terrible idea, going in without actually resting. But I think in the state that Filnyr is in, I don't think that would really occur to him.
All right. Griggly says, here, I can make you a door that will get you just to the outskirts of Hark City. Here it is. And he touches the wall and a green door appears and he says,
Oh, yeah.
I just ask that you do your best to keep this one alive.
After you, Griggly.
I cannot go to Hark City, but I can take you just outside the city gates where the protections are no longer there. And he
Why
walks
can you
in.
not go to Hark City? Please.
He walks in the door and he says, here, this way. I can show you a way into the city.
I'll just close the door behind him.
And the door disappears. And Ionus,
Not that
you
he
have
can't just come back.
Ionus, you hear a pinging, but you have your ring on, so you can ignore it if you would like to.
I shall. Filnyr, what do you say? Walk into hell?
Oh, I'm so tired and so confused, but I see no reason to stop now.
I'll do it for you if you would like to just sit down and take a rest.
We
Now it
stand
would be-
upon the threshold. Literally.
I have a feeling once we cross it, the world will change, and we will not be able to stop it. We will not be able to pause. Ionus, perhaps... can you make your tiny hut, or are you too tired?
No, I could make it.
Maybe we make it in such a way where the door is inaccessible, and we sleep and pass through that way when we are of clearer head, if I can sleep.
I could also make it, and I can sit here, and you and Schnobik can open the door, and if you run into trouble, you can run inside, and it can't hurt us.
Well, let's rest a little bit. I'm having nightmares about what I might find in my own head as I see through my own eyes.
Very
This
well.
thought of controlling my own body should not strike me as odd, and yet here we are.
I take 10 minutes and I make the tiny hut.
Shall we have a short rest then?
Indeed.
I mean, I would think it would need to be long. Longer than short.
I think Filnyr lays down for a second to just take the weight off and try to think, and then I think he passes out into a fitful sleep.
All right.
So everybody's passing out.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I also, at my level up, I neglected to mention I can swap out
Yeah.
one spell. And so I swapped out the evocation spell Burning Hands for the evocation spell Sending.
Now, are you inside the hut?
I mean, I can enter or leave as well. Magic won't cross the barrier.
Right.
So I got to
and you could also do this during the 10-minute ritual.
If he wants us to see, he probably doesn't want us to know what's happening.
Yeah, that's
Right.
probably true.
So I'm waiting for these guys to fall asleep.
All
right, they're asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Sending to Havis Corvair.
Shit. Shit.
I'm counting on my fingers here.
Okay.
I know you, Illithid. have spoken with Griggly, am convinced of one thing. We must escape. We must all escape. If you agree, find me. You have 8 hours.
Shit.
He can respond, right?
Yes, he has 25 words.
Okay. All right. All right. Jesus.
I love the magic of this, of like how much, like, because you're thinking the message back, right? You're not actively sending it. So like people
Mhm.
would probably be like, I really want, oh no, wait, I don't want to say that. I should say, and then
yeah.
it just burned through their quota.
So I'm not even thinking about it in terms of the number of words. I'm trying to figure out
What would he
what
actually
What would he
Havis
do and
is going to
say?
say.
Yeah.
And does he even know who the fuck is talking
Right?
to him?
If he
Yeah.
is familiar with me, he knows he can recognize.
Well, he's met you
Yeah.
before. You said that.
Yes, he's met him before. Okay. All right.
And we just crossed
Well,
swords.
yeah, but you looked like
Yeah.
Cutchin at the time.
Oh, that's true.
And you did
All right.
such a convincing Cutchin voice.
Mhm.
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. I think you and Bezlith have double-crossed me. But I find myself at a crossroads that I did not expect. I will find you, and I will bring her body.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Are you going to go back in the hut?
I do have one more 3rd level spell slot.
I wish I could see John's face right now. John's camera's not working, everybody. So
Yeah.
it's really hard because I wish
John,
I
you
knew
came
what
back
he
for
was
a
thinking.
second, and then
Yeah.
you
I
disappeared.
had all of you, and
Yeah.
then I refreshed all of you, and you all vanished.
Oh, man.
Hot
But
damn.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I can make a lot of trouble with this.
Yes, you
spell.
can.
Yeah, no, you really can. John chose to use it for good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I don't have anything else that can't wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in and go to sleep,
Okay.
or commune with my lady.
Okay.
I guess I can talk to her too.
Yeah.
But you have to do that from outside, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
Or
decide
does it-
here. You told him he had 8 hours.
Right, but it's more the hut limitations, right?
No,
Of
but
like-
that's what he told Havis.
That's what he told Havis.
Right.
All right, I need to make some rolls. I got to make some rolls.
all right,
I'm
but I'm
not-
gonna
I'm not-
summon.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for narrative. I'm doing this on rolls now, guys. I can't. This is too important to be made up.
So I've got Bezalith with me, right?
Yes, you have Bezlith with
Yeah.
you. All right.
So I'm gonna pull her out and do some communing. I'm gonna whip it out.
Okay.
Whip it out and leave it out.
Okay.
I had John for an instant, and then he's gone.
I don't.
Me too. I had him for an instant, and then he touched
I don't know what's
something else.
happened.
I think he was like he
That's
keeps
weird.
reconnecting. It's sort of like when you're playing the From Software games, and you keep putting down your symbol to try to get summoned by your buddies.
Now I've got
And you
I've got
just
some RAM problems.
Blew
or
right
something.
past it.
Every time you guys start playing this thing, everything slows down, and like I can't even open up my pages or nothing.
Damn. All right. Well. Okay. So you
So-
have Bezlith. So tell me what's up.
My lady,
Yes, my
I
last.
fear we are living in a paper box held by children who are fond of playing with matches.
What would you have me do, my last?
I would have us leave this place for one that is less likely to be extinguished at any moment, one that is not ruled by callous fools.
And you know of such a place?
The place they come from.
The place I come from. You think we should
Indeed.
return to Farron?
I see no way we can remain here while such peril exists. While such as these are in charge. Our choices are blind fools who experiment on their lessers, or illithids whose designs are beyond ours. I wish to be enthralled to neither.
My last, it's so complicated. We are so powerful here. We will be nothing there.
We will be free.
Do you really want to start over again with nothing, without even your ability to cast spells? You will be a child. Not literally, but metaphorically. You will have to relearn everything.
But how can we remain here when such as Griggly and Helspeth toy with the very foundations of our cosmos?
Such is the problem with gods, is it not? Very well, my last. If you have a plan, I will listen and I will go along with it. You have long since ascended my control of you. And I have long since ascended my indifference toward you.
I do not have a plan, but I know one who does. And he approaches.
Very well, keep me close.
I would think of nothing else. And I sheath her and go into rest.
Okay. So you
We
guys
getting all our stuff back?
You get all your stuff back.
Nice.
And John, how long? So it's like 7 hours to get a true full long rest, right?
I think it's 6 hours and
6
then 2
hours of
hours
sleep.
of like dithering. Yeah.
Idleness.
Idleness. Okay.
Idleness.
So I'm just going to say you have your stuff from it. And, you've been in there for a while. The hut's still up. And you hear a group of dwarves approaching the chamber. And you hear one of them call out and say, "Oh yeah, well that's new. Oh, guards, damn, and look at that there. It's like a hallway there behind it. Yep, that's new too. Oh, I hate this kind of work." And they keep walking, but one of the dwarves hangs back.
Now, how big is the area that we're in?
I have two quick questions before
Okay.
we get too far into this. One, is James with us still?
James is in the hut, I assume,
Yeah, and he's fully rested too.
fully
He
rested.
was real
Yeah, he's
quiet during
super
that whole
quiet.
conversation. wasn't
Yeah. Have we gotten Touch and Sweet Lion? out
I
of the
needed to
Demi
sleep.
plane
You haven't
yet?
gotten Catch and Sweet Line.
I needed to
out of the
sleep.
Demi
Oh,
plane.
you
Yeah.
had to sleep.
But
Okay.
I'm ready
Yeah.
to do it now.
All right.
So the dwarf.
You have to like cast that 8th level spell
Yes.
again? Oh, damn.
It's
it?
brutal.
It's brutal.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth it
Yeah.
if the stuff,
Well-
it's worth it to have a space that nobody can get to except me. So I just need to make sure that, and
Yeah.
I thought this was worth casting to hide him.
Mhm.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, it's not my spell slot, so I think it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom's right. I have enough spells. I can get rid of my 8th level spell slot for something like this and still be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. So the dwarf approaches the hut, and he touches the outside of it and says, "Lady, in there."
At what point in our 8 hours is this? This is at the end of it?
This is nearing the end. Lady.
Hmm.
Do Filnyr or Ionus recognize any of these dwarves?
Right, they probably would, right?
I mean, there's enough dwarves. I don't think Ionus is the kind of person who like remembers dwarves' faces, except for the one that's like in charge of them. This is not one that's in
Hmm.
charge of them. I mean, you can give me perception checks or history check. History checks is probably better on this.
Okay. 20 cumulative.
15.
You don't recognize this dwarf.
We
Do
can't
you-
talk out through the dome, right? We'd actually have to like stick our head out to
Half elf,
speak to him.
do you know these dwarves?
No, I do not. I
Uh,
presume that they are from Lake and Hearth.
would you miss them? Were they gone? James is very hungry.
I expect he is, but I do not necessarily think we should put this tunnel into ill repute.
Hang on.
with Lake
Didn't
and
we
Hearth.
tell Despo to gather some troops and keep an eye on this whole cave?
Ugh,
If we walk out, they'll
Yeah.
know who we are, won't they? I can't walk out.
One
Yes,
would
Yes, find out, brother.
let me. I'll stand up. I'll go to the place where I can. Where is the dwarf armed, or just carrying like a
He's
pickaxe
got a
for
giant
work?
pickaxe. Just giant pickaxe, yeah.
So I'll kind of like
Lady.
when your face sticks out of a bath, just like the top of it when you're laying on your back. So like the top, I'll just kind of stick my face out and say, "Hello, dwarf. Who are you looking for?"
Oh, well, not you.
No, I'm not a lady.
Maybe I have the time wrong.
What lady would you be expecting down here?
A dwarven lady. Beautiful beard, etc., etc.
That's
Gray
most
skin.
gray.
Well, not creamy white like mine.
I see. And she comes to this part of the mine.
I mean, we go to all parts of the mine. It's a
No,
mine and
no.
we're miners.
I understand that. I'm not questioning your presence here. I am
What are you doing here, Filnyr and
sleeping. It's very noisy outside.
Well, I suppose it is. It's a mine after all.
Yes.
Are you sure
Uh,
there's no one else in there with you?
I never said there wasn't. I am here with others.
Master, I'm very hungry.
And what is your name, dwarf?
My name? Haggis, Copus.
Oh, the look on Sam's face is priceless right now. Just delighted. Just delighted with the naming
Ask
process.
him, Filnyr, ask him if he goes by any other names.
Who do you... I just went the wrong voice. Wait, dwarf. Are you starting your shift or ending your shift, Haggis?
Oh my god. Is there not a dwarven lady in there for me?
There is no dwarven lady within. Are you here with others?
You saw him with me. I walked in here with him.
Yes, and they've gone deeper into the mine to go do their work.
He puts his hand on the hut. He says, "Well, never mind. Looks like this thing's coming down soon anyway. I'll just wait out here
You'll wait here for what?
for my lady.
And what will you and your lady be doing?
Getting out.
Getting out of the mine.
Off, I mean."
And she comes through this tunnel with the door that has the sun on it.
I don't know about any door with a sun.
So I think you're in the wrong place.
All right.
Can I
Lady.
can I inspect the dwarf in some way?
Yeah, you want to drop the hut and inspect him?
Full optical
Yeah,
pat
yeah.
down.
I mean, I can see him through the hut, right? Plain as
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, you can see him through the hut. Yeah, he's got long white hair. He's got a beard that's, not great. but it's fine for a dwarf. He's probably 4'5", maybe 5 foot, so he's a big one.
Can I run an Arcana check on him?
I mean, how are you going to run an Arcana
I'm going
check
to see
from
if there's any
behind this
magic
door?
around him.
I mean, okay,
I'm just going to look at him.
But for that, you'd have to detect magic, probably, right?
yeah. It's hard.
20
It's hard
Arcana.
through the it's hard through the hut. I mean, you'll have to bring the hut down, but you know, like you can see that Arcana check is not the right check for this.
Yeah. Hold on a second. So the assumption here is that this is a miner who has wandered down here.
Yes.
But you said he has long white hair
Yes.
and is looking for a lady.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to
That's
step outside
Part of me,
the hut.
I know Filnyr knows nothing, but part of me wants to just go like, James, he's all
Yeah,
yours.
right,
Like,
James at my side.
Okay, master.
And I'm going to
Are we
step
eating
out.
him? Are we eating him, master?
Quite possibly, but not until I say.
Okay.
And I am going to draw the frost brand Bezleth Luital.
Okay. He does not react with fear, seeing you with Frostbrand.
And I say, so you have come to parley.
I've come parlay. Won't come into this tunnel here.
Ionus, Filnyr, you may join us if you wish.
join you to talk about, huh?
Schnobik, are you getting off with the dwarf in a tunnel?
Are you the lady he was looking for? Schnobik, I'm not judging. It's fine.
We have another power who has come to parley with us in secret. I have arranged it. If you wish to be part of the negotiations, you may come.
Let us see where else this day goes.
Fine. I walk out of the hut and the hut goes away.
Are we telling the human and the half elf and I suppose your thrall here what we're doing?
I will tell them, but if you wish to make your own introduction, I leave that to you.
Gentlemen, what you're looking at here is flesh and bone, and I am controlling it entirely. It is good to meet you under these different circumstances.
That
Gentlemen, I am
voice.
Havis Corvair.
Well,
Oh, good God.
Schnobik, why would you call Havis Corvair?
Were you listening to what Griggly said?
Every word.
He created an experimental prison
Yes, in my brain.
by putting a pebble inside his cook that he was all but sure would kill him. Have we possibly not erred in our alliances?
We've probably aired in our alliances multiple times. You don't know what Ionus saw. The things. Or maybe you do.
I listened to what Griggly said. I took stock of what we had seen. And the only conclusion I can come to is that we will only be safe when we have left this place. This place, and I sort of gesture around me, and this place, and I tap on Filnyr's forehead.
Would you stop doing that? I can feel it, you know.
And of all the people I knew in the Gill brain who had the power, the will, the knowledge, and the desire to escape this prison, there was only one I could think of.
You have chosen wisely.
You must not have thought very hard.
Have I represented your position accurately, Master Corvair?
You have, though I will say this realm is special to me because it was my first. I don't like relying on people.
On that, we agree.
What is it you would like, vampire besides this body I am now in, which you may have as soon as I am done with it.
I would like to live out for myself, my lady, my brother and the half-elf, should they wish it. To live out our days in a realm that is not controlled by you or your psychotic parents, no matter who they may be.
And you would come to me knowing what I am.
I've come to Donatus. I've come to Ehi. I see no reason not to come to you as well. You are all powers in this realm.
I should have come in my real body. I would stick a tentacle up your nose and blow your brains out from the inside. That's what I'd
Good
like
choice
to
of
do.
ally, Schnobik.
Yes, but he didn't bring his real body, did he?
Scared you, did we?
You have no idea what you've done to me. The years of planning. Now I can pivot, and I will. But it was nice getting this message from your comrade here. Because I believe you all know where my Filnyr Omajira is. And I want him. Now.
What are you prepared to offer in trade?
Well, I brought this body for you. That will be a pot sweetener. What else would you like? A trip out. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you this. This is probably more information than I should give. You will need a body for your lady if you actually want to bring her along with you, and I do not mean a clay golem. The magics are different in Faerun than they are here. You would have to learn to make your own clay golems before you can release her there, but I could help you find her a Filnyr Omajira. By the way, Filnyr Omajira, do you know what your name means in Illithid?
Enlighten me.
Vessel.
Wonderful.
Vessel. Can you believe what my parents did to you?
I am, wrapping my head around it.
It's a good one. That's good, Tim.
So
I don't find it interesting that they did that. I also regret that I had to do that I plan to do what I'm going to do to Cutchin Sweet Lion. But of all of the humans here, he looks most like me. And
so
he
you hold
was
your
willing.
parents' actions in contempt, and yet you would repeat their mistakes
They did what they did, and I will escape it.
by doing what they did. You're already in another realm. You've already escaped my brain, Gilbrain, whatever. Have you not?
I don't want to be in a realm that I make.
Isn't that everybody's dream?
Do you know the loneliness of being the most powerful thing? Do you understand the No, you wouldn't understand the loneliness because you have wiped your brain many times because
Well,
you can't handle the feeling as I can't. And instead of doing
I know
what
a
you're
guy.
doing, you're a coward.
We all make different choices, Havis.
Yes, well, I aim to make a different choice than you. A different choice.
You aim to be a small fish in a big pond instead of the biggest fish.
I long to be unimportant.
And so for this, you will need a vessel. As I will need a vessel in Faerun.
You
If
will
I
need a
wish to
vessel.
leave
So
there
is that
permanently.
it? We all just find vessels and hop into other vessels. Is this what this has become? This is madness.
My Schnobik, he's gone
Well,
bye-bye, hasn't he?
Don't get me started on vessels within vessels.
You should ask your lady if she wants this.
I have already spoken with her. She has I have her full confidence.
Perhaps you could bring her there.
Tell me what we must do.
I need Cutchin.
We have what you want. give me what I want.
Well, that'll be an interesting exchange.
Your way out is through that door.
Hmm.
You are of this realm. That door takes you. It is a room of ascension.
That I might leave this vessel.
You must go in by yourself, and then you can ascend. You may not bring the white lady with you. She can go in after, and she can ascend.
And Ionus.
He can go in after you and ascend.
And Filnyr.
I have no idea what happens if he goes in that room.
Would you care to go in that room?
I've been in once before. It does not work for those with my blood.
The lock on the prison is made to keep you in, is it?
It is. But they did not know. They thought they were just imprisoning Ehi and Donatus. It is a prison for illithids. My mind would be ripped apart, as would Ehi or Donatus if they ever made their way inside.
Well, then by all means, come in, Avis. Come in.
I was nearly killed the last time this happened. I stayed but a few short seconds before running out. I'm surprised you don't remember it.
I am not surprised. There is much I don't remember. Your parents' tricks apparently gave me little choice in the matter, and I am struggling with everything that even Ionus remembers about me. And I don't know that I want to be used as a doorway for people. This is very hard.
I'm going to jump in here with a question,
Yeah.
mainly to see if I can get a reaction out of him. What would Elspeth say if she knew you were having this conversation? Can I read anything on him?
I think all of us would watch him like hawks in that moment.
Do you want me to roll an insight?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. Yeah.
19.
Nice.
He. God, it's so complicated.
He might not answer. Yeah.
He sort of recoils when you say her name. And then he says, "It's fine. She doesn't want me to leave. She's doing everything in her power to keep me here. She's a warden through and through.
Even
I don't care what she
after-
says, that she loves me. It doesn't matter. She's a warden.
So is Ehi your mother, father?
Ehi is my mother, father. Ehi is a god here. It matters not what gender she was when she arrived. She is all, as is Donatus. And honestly, as am I. I could make you pregnant, Ionus.
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, can you imagine a blueberry on a toothpick with a watermelon in his belly?
Now I can't forget it. Thanks,
Filnyr's
Filnyr.
getting dicky.
Thank you, Filnyr.
Filnyr's cracking up a little bit. I'm here for it.
Filnyr's losing it.
Why Grumsh?
Oh, yes, Crumsh.
Why
Let's
Groom?
talk about the giant in the room.
He is so powerful, and he rips through planes of existence. He is useful, but controllable. I pulled him out of the Godstone, and I can put him back in. He still thinks we're in Faerun. Fucking idiot.
Well, why not? What's so different?
Freedom, that's what's different. This is a prison.
Yes, but that's
that is not.
perception. That's an illusion. That is not something that. Listen, if you're sitting on the shores at Lake and Hearth, fishing for your supper, it's not so different from someone doing the same in Faerun that's not seen the bigger outer world, is it?
I couldn't agree with you more. Filnyr Omajira.
You're only confined when you find the walls.
Yes. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. And all I want is to be in a place where I don't know where the walls are.
I know a guy. It's worked for
But
thousands of years, Havis. Give it a try.
once you inhabit Cutchin Sweetline, you will still be here.
You will, in fact, have more walls.
I know what you're trying to do. You want me to reveal the plan, and I will not.
What plan?
I need Cutchin. I need Cutchin as my vessel here. I don't need him as a vessel there.
If what you say is true, I am leaving this plane in a few short minutes. If what you say is not true, then I imagine I will in some way be annihilated. But I would still not see this world torn apart.
You're correct. You won't see it torn apart. One way or another, if you go into that room, you will be free of it. Well, you will have the chance to be free of it.
I would love to do that. I would love to be free of all of this. I look at Ionus and Filnyr. Would love to be free of these two. Would love to be in a realm that wasn't at the mercy of insane gods. But somehow I feel that is not for me today. I'm afraid I will have to come to where you live. Cut your heart out. James, feed on this piece of flesh.
Yes, I can do, master. And he rips into the flesh, and it comes off as clay. Ah, master, master. And then the clay golem begins to laugh, and you are foolish. Bring me my Filnyr Omajira, or this whole plane will be flooded and set ablaze, but not in that order. And thus ends episode 92 of Every War Must End, the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Damn. This motherfucker's about to die.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Good work. Oh, my God. You guys really pulled some shit on me that time. Wow. Okay. Okay. Come back next week when we're going to have, we'll have a conversation about this episode, some of the implications of these discoveries. And thanks everybody for supporting us on Patreon, giving us those 5 subscribes, Facebook, Insta, YouTubes. I don't know, all the places. Thanks everybody.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Toodaloo. Oh my God, Florida has a hockey team? What? What?
You do know that hockey rinks are enclosed, yes?
That just seems crazy. How?
There's one in Arizona, too, which
Yeah.
also...
Oh my God. That's just,
The
it must
Coyotes.
be 1,000 miles underground.
And owned by Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, wow. The one in Arizona.
Jesus. Oh my God. What's the Arizona team called?
The Coyotes.
The Coyotes.
Makes sense.
An ice club called the Coyotes. Oh my God. Whatever. Who cares?
They don't even call them the ice coyotes.
I know you had to call them the frozen coyotes or
Coyotes.
the Cayubes or the
Wow.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just spitballing here.